If you want to study law at SUSS in Singapore, you must understand their specific LNAT requirements. Let us cut straight to the target scores you actually need to stand out. Here is the direct answer. The Singapore University of Social Sciences requires the LNAT for both its Juris Doctor and Bachelor of Laws programs. The average cohort score typically sits in the mid to high teens out of 42. Check the university's website for the latest average. But do not treat that average as your goal. Candidates scoring in the high 20s gain a significant competitive advantage. That gap is exactly what this video is going to help you close. SUSS has deliberately integrated the LNAT into its admissions framework to rigorously assess your critical thinking, reading comprehension, and logical reasoning skills before you ever reach the interview stage. Unlike tests that gauge substantive legal knowledge, the LNAT evaluates your inherent aptitude for the intense intellectual demands of legal study. It acts as an objective, standardized filter that applies to everyone. The requirement applies universally to both the undergraduate LLB and the graduate JD. SUSS also places a high premium on life experience, often preferring mature applicants or those with backgrounds in social work, law enforcement, or community service. Even so, the LNAT remains the standardized hurdle that filters applicants before interview. The university reviews your score holistically, alongside your curriculum vitae and your personal statement, comparing candidates from very diverse academic and professional backgrounds. It is worth knowing that SUSS also receives your entire LNAT result, including the Section B essay. While Section A gives an objective score, your essay may be reviewed to assess the written communication skills that every law student needs. Those written communication skills are genuinely vital in legal study, so do not neglect Section B on the assumption that only the multiple choice score counts. SUSS can and does look at how you argue on the page. Understanding the competitive scoring landscape is absolutely crucial. The historical average cohort score for admitted students sits in the mid to high teens, but you should view that as a bare minimum baseline, not a comfortable target. Check the university's website for the latest average. The admissions process is fiercely competitive. Applicants who achieve a score in the high 20s stand out dramatically from the pool, and that provides a distinct competitive edge for your entire application. A score in the high 20s can even compensate for weaknesses in other areas of your profile. It signals to the committee that you possess the cognitive stamina required to handle rigorous legal texts. The LNAT score acts as an initial academic filter and a standardized metric to compare candidates fairly, no matter which background they come from. SUSS uses a multi-stage admissions process. Once the LNAT hurdle is cleared, strong candidates are invited to an interview and assessment centre. There, the university evaluates soft skills, ethical reasoning, and alignment with its community-focused mission. That mission of community-focused legal practice runs right through the assessment centre. SUSS wants people who can serve their community, which is exactly why it values that background in social work, law enforcement, and public service so highly. Remember, the national average sits in the low 20s. To reach the high 20s, natural reading ability is rarely enough on its own. You have to prepare systematically and deliberately. Success demands high volume, timed practice. You must master the 95-minute Section A, which requires you to answer a complex question roughly every 2.2